So it was April Fool's, far north in New Zealand, but this wasn't no joke.
Could be, but it'd be only worth more to the right person.
Yeah.
We're going for a damn swim. It's first day of non-daylight savings. There was a 260 kilo black caught at the shallow patch yesterday. We've still got bugger all, so myself and Jason are going to go for a little swim at a spot that we all know as...
We got in the water at one of my favourite dive spots in the far north. Nothing seemed too different than normal. It did, however, seem especially fishy, with myself landing a huge trevally right at the very start of the dive. It was about this part of the dive where things got a bit funny. I looked off to my side and within arm's reach was a shark. Not really that uncommon, just another bronzy. Jason was down on a drop, and it was at that time I looked back at it and realised what exactly I was looking at. It was moving completely different than a bronzy, had a different colour stomach than a bronzy, different fins and different eyes. It was in fact a great white. Now in the panic of actually evaluating what was actually going on here...
Hey, do you see the shark? I think it's white. I'm not kidding.
I was trying to work out where Jason was, what was actually happening. We were about to be attacked, like basically every single thing was running through my head. I didn't actually manage to turn the camera on for most of the action with me trying to prod the fish away. But you can see very faintly here in the left of the shot was in fact a great white.
Get these fish out. Get these fish out.
It was this part of the dive where we decided to get the fish out of the water, but curiosity got us.
Okay, I'll give you a quick update. We've only been in the water for probably 20 minutes. I've shot a massive trevally. There's some blue mailmouth, there's all sorts. Jason's already lost a kingy. You might have seen on the camera, I'm pretty sure I just saw a great white. There's been lots around. He's come in off to our side about 7 foot. I've swam after him with the camera on, so like we're getting back in, but yeah.
Providing it was going to do what we thought it was going to do, we felt like we were safe.
Where is it?
About 1 minute later, it showed us it was not doing what it was meant to do.
Should we change spots?
Nervously we changed spots by a couple hundred meters, as we still wanted to feed. We saw 3 other sharks on this dive, but not the white. There was quite a bit of talk around the campground and from another diver who'd seen it as well.
How was your great white sighting experience, Jason?
Terrifying, but awesome.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I doing with this camera? At this stage, I haven't viewed any footage, but I'm 99% confident we got a great white on film. He came in off my heels because I'd already shot that big trev and Mau Mau, and I spotted him, saw him on the surface, swam after him, trying to poke him like a f***ing idiot. And then he's coming on Jason, so we got out and sort of sorted the fish and then changed spots. So legitimate great white. Again, I don't know what the film was like, so yeah, probably 7 foot. It was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
There's a trev. It's probably a PB trev. Got no guts, so we're not going to weigh it or nothing, but
Really good solid fish. That's probably what brought Mr. Teethy in. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm just double checking. He does normally get power, so it'd be a good treat.
What are you?
Dinner time, fishies.
Snapper. I think. Check a sit tree. Take a look.
You've just gone over the sensor there.
Nice. I'm pretty stoked.
Oh.
Good morning everybody, it's about 8 AM as promised. We're heading out on the water. It is a flippin' stunning morning. We're going to go tow some lures for a bit, might get in water, a little unsure yet, no dive buddy, so we'll see how we go. Current conditions, Skipper?
Well, there's some southwesterly winds.
Southerly.
Some southerly winds. It's a little bit bumpy, but the sun is shining, and I think I see a marlin in the distance.
We're back in now. A pretty good day out there. It's actually getting much finer. But we've got jobs to do this afternoon. Didn't get in for a swim. Didn't catch a marlin. We did get our livey hit by a shark though, because only the head came back in. So we've basically got a few chores to do this afternoon. Then I believe we're getting out on 90 Mile.
Where are we going?
Well, the chores are done for the afternoon. We've filleted a lot of fish, got an edit done, got the vlogs cranking. We're going out through Hokateri to the west coast for a little sunset, little barbecue mission.
Boop, boop. And we just booked our flight to Tonga.
Dinner's cooking, we've got a salad, we've got some sausage, butter, all the extras. 90 Mile.
sometimes find it very hard to leave the far north. And with views and weather like this, it's not hard to see why. Back home again, and it was time for a little snapper mission. A solo midweek dip, favourable conditions, lent itself to this snapper. The second snapper. And this beautiful 15-pounder. Right, so there you go, look at this beautiful fish, big hump head on him. Actually stoned him, and a couple of little pennies there. This is 71 centimetres, so it's about probably 15 pound, about that number. That would be an estimate. With April usually being a fairly settled time of the year in terms of weather, there was a brief intermission, which we spent just playing around at home in the water. Right, update. We've been in at 2 spots now. She's windy. There's not really anyone else out here. There's birds everywhere. There's some big workups happening out off here behind me. We couldn't find kingies. Sometimes we jump into these workups and we just can't find kingfish. There's everything else. I was really targeting some kingfish today. We haven't been able to find any here. So on the kingfish front right now, she's looking pretty dead. But we're going to keep searching. Not quite sure what for. I've got plenty of fish in my freezer and things like that at the moment, so I'm not on a shoot everything mission. Until I mentioned it.
Oh, you only got work. Sick.
Lightning and thunderball! We're out here, slow nerve-wracking.
Oh shit.
All the persimmons. I used to go away.
Always one on the ground. Oh no. Right, good morning everybody. We're in Whakatane of all places. It's about, what is the time? 11:30, 12?
Yeah.
Something, it's a Sunday. Okay, so we're down here. We came down the other night. It was my birthday yesterday. We just sort of cruised around Tauranga. I saw my sister and things like that yesterday. So today we're again just cruising, but we're down here to go diving at White Island again, which we're going tomorrow. So today's just a bit of a ticky tour, have a little look around, might shoot some drone shots, stuff like that, and get ready for a swim, hopefully a very bloody good swim tomorrow.
2 a.m. in the morning, I'm in my story smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget.
Hey, that's my
You got
job.
me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. Oh, you got me looped about it. You and me, you got me losing sleep. I am in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
So with Bay of Plenty touristing aside, we're making a trip back to White Island. Now for this particular trip there's already a daily vlog. You can click this card up top to go to that. What we're going to do right here is add you a little bit of context to what's happening.
No, I'll keep it. I'll just put it in my pocket. That's so good.
Upon entering the water and loading up, the first thing we do is check out the conditions. This particular day, which seems pretty normal, a lot of bait fish around, a lot of mau-mau, pink mau-mau, blue mau-mau, but a little quiet on the kingfish front. With this one having a lucky day and me not pulling the trigger. This one, however, was not so lucky. Down at about 18 meters, this was the biggest fish that came through that day, so I pulled the trigger, with the fish immediately reefing itself. Now this is where a good dive buddy comes into it. The struggle to get a fish like this out of the reef takes a little bit, and with a slight tear in the shaft,
You ought to give it a shot.
and upon inspection from Brad, the decision was made to put a second shot in the fish and to secure it.
Shot it right on the bottom of it. I was like,
Wow.
just fuck it. I don't think I can.
Amazing. Good work.
Finishing up at the spot with a couple of pink mau-mau and a couple of golden snapper shot by Brad.
Not a bad size too. Man. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Do you have a spare GoPro?
This one.
Yeah, there's a seahorse on the England right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, take it. It's,
We move spots to the shallows to give the less experienced a bit of a swim and spare some of the easiest fish you'll ever spare in your life. One of which is a blue moki and the other the granddaddy harp hooker, which you don't even have to pull the trigger on. A couple of extra car I acquired. It was some deep drops for some deep water fish on the way home with no luck. And trying to feed an albatross. Okay, so today we got this kingy, which was a lot bigger than I originally thought. When I saw it, because the viz stuffs me up a bit, I thought it was only like just over legal, but it was probably sort of 17-ish kilo. Shows how much the viz stuffs me up. We've got a PB blue monkey here, which is a pretty bloody good sized blue monkey, even though they're not the most difficult things in the world to shoot, as you've probably seen on film if I got a shot. Also got the first granddaddy half hooker. Saw another couple. He's not that big or anything, but he was feeding, I believe I got that on film, I think he was feeding with the morays, so as well as a little pinky, so bloody good feed.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Miss Biddle.
Yes,
What fish did you see today?
I'm busy making chocolate mousse. I can't talk about it. Yeah.
So today, in Danger Danny's adventures, she saw a long blue stickfish and pointed it out to me. It was actually Brad's spear gun sitting on the bottom. Didn't you?
Could have been mistaken for a seahorse.
To round up the month of April, it was time for a little flogging on the surf and the boat mission. And that was it. Mike didn't make it. Coming up in next month's of Alive in New Zealand, we go wake winching in the surf, shoot a few nice fish, and go sailing to the barrier. You can of course follow this along in more real time by subscribing to OXS TV, which is up on the screen right now. Get along to OXS Enterprises to find out what else has been going on. I'm Sam Price, I will see you at the beach.